Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all good. Bringer, MX, Drace, Static, because why not? How's it going? Fitzula, Preston, Weeber class. I hate daylight saving. Oh yeah, you guys, America's had their daylight savings now, right? Was it today? That's good. That makes things less confusing for me going forwards. Ball pit. Yeah, Preston, what's up? You got a question? Yeah, at least it means now when I do the schedule, I can literally go back to all of the old date, like the old dates of like, you know, like this time for me is this time for other people, or like for the US, especially for like the podcast. Shin and Gambito will hopefully be added to demonic power. Yeah, I guess in theory they should. Zamasu. Actually, yeah, that's also a good point. Because yeah, if the Kai like race originally came from the demon realm, then in theory Zamasu should be on it as well. That's a good point. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, I suppose. And if they would, Zamasu would Goku Black. Yeah, because like Goku Black's not on pure Saiyans because he is technically still just Zamasu in Goku's body. So then, would that mean he would be on demonic power if Zamasu was? Well, no, because like Glorio and Pansy are on there, and then obviously now Goku's on there because of the never like thing. I think it's one of those things where I could see them doing it, like, but I guess at the same time, because they haven't done it yet, I don't know. Don't know if they would. I mean, they go back and retroactively do stuff like that sometimes, where they add categories. Like, look how long it took them to add those freezers to Space Traveling Warriors. I just realised the music is super loud. Volume was still turned up from the Luto stream. Shout out to everyone that came out for that. The technical difficulties were a bit of a pain, but very, very good game. Played a great horror game on the second channel on Halloween night. It was very good. Let's get our dailies done here. Just leveling up all of the Daima characters. But yeah, I mean, Dokkan, I guess they could always do it. Like I said, they've retroactively done stuff in the past that we didn't necessarily think that they would do. So... Wish Dokkan could be fun again. So much happening at the end here. Dokkan was Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Universe 2 with the DLC. Pokemon. I don't know what to play.
Alright, let's do this.
I suppose too much choice is better than no choice. It took almost a year to add in Daima Goku to bond a friendship. Yeah, I guess it just goes to show that like it can happen eventually. I think part 2 will be Giant Goma. I don't know. I don't think there will be a Goma in this celebration. It's hard to say because, like, I feel like they will do Giant Goma at some point, but like, I feel like he, as much as he's not like a super hype character, I feel like he's probably like, it makes sense for him to be the one that comes out like opposite adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but. Yeah, the part 2 will be LR Kid Buu. It'll be the most random time to just drop him out of nowhere, but he'll be the part 2 just because he's on demonic power. So therefore he technically is on Goku's leader skill. So even though it doesn't really make a huge amount of sense for him to be the part 2 LR for a Goku, he will just end up being the part 2 LR. I mean, that would be kind of funny, but I feel like now at this point, though, because they know that, like, the whole LR Kid Buu thing is such a massive meme, if he is eventually going to come out, it's probably going to end up being for a bigger or, like, more significant celebration. Yeah, exactly. We don't even necessarily know that there is a part 2. Like, yeah, that is true. Because normally, that's the thing, we don't really know what's going on with November, because this is the first year where we're going into November and like not having heroes, right? So that's that whole part of the time slot that we just don't know what they're doing instead. obviously we've got the manga 40th anniversary collaboration like stuff that banner comes out like this coming week. I believe it comes out on Thursday, right? I can double check because it is actually in the news, but yeah, it comes out on Thursday, I'm fairly sure.
Let's do this.
Yeah, if there was a part 2 that is 3 banners super close together, that is very true. Because yeah, that's the thing. I had to go to Pity to get Daima Goku, so I literally have like 50 stones. So for when the manga banner comes out on Thursday, like there's also Kid Gohan's Easy A, so that's like 30 stones. And then yeah, I'm gonna be able to get like, I'll be able to do like 2 multis on that banner. Daima Goku is the 8th TUR Dokkan Fest this year. It's kind of crazy, like it shows you how much they are moving away from TURs and how much like LRs really just are the be all and end all now for like the big releases. Because yeah, that's crazy. We are now basically in the 11th month of the year, and yeah, there's only been 8 Dokkan Fest TURs. I mean, I guess to be fair, that when I say it like that, actually out loud, I guess that makes sense, because it's like you wouldn't expect more than 1 per month, and then obviously the things like the anniversary and stuff are always going to be LRs. We lose a TUR this year because of the hybrid trio. Oh yeah, that's true. That would have been a filler Dokkan Fest, yeah, when Gohan, Goten, and Trunks came out. Level 3. So I'm still trying to decide who I think is, who are the best like slot 1 units for Daima Goku's team. I felt like the obvious answer for one of them is of course the STR Blue Goku from the GDC. But like I made a tweet, maybe I'll go over it. I should probably try and get some, maybe I could do that as a video, try and get some clips of it and then like go over it in a video. But like I posted a tweet being like, it was like day before yesterday, right, when I was making the videos and doing the Daima team. And I was like, so who are we running in slot 1 on Daima Goku's team? GDC Blue Goku and ... right? And so many people were saying things like STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But like, maybe I'm just underestimating him. But against like any of the tough bosses, if you put him in slot 1, I'm not even 100% sure how well he tanks like normals. But if any of the like bigger bosses super attack him in slot 1, like it's literally a case of he either counters that super attack or you die. Like, I got Piccolo. I got Daima Goku and Piccolo both in 350 stones. Right now I have 160 stones. Should I save and skip the manga banner? I mean, if you got both the new units off of that thing, then I would say yes. Don't summon anymore. I mean, the thing is with the manga characters is they are obviously like collector's items. It's very possible that they will never come back again. But obviously, like, yeah, it's very possible that they'll never come back again. But like, they're not. It's not like they're like super crazy good. That's the problem. Is like the manga cards are kind of fun, but they're not like game-breakingly good or anything. So like if you don't get them, you're not missing out on anything in terms of like, you know, you're not missing out on anything in terms of like, oh well, I can't beat, you know, the hardest event in the game currently, so if I pull the manga characters now, I can beat the hardest event in the game. Like, it's not going to be like that. Yeah, it's like similar to heroes, right? Like, they'll be usable in events. They're not like completely unusable or anything, but yeah, don't like, you know, don't expect to be beating like tough events that you have yet to beat just because you get one or two, like a couple of the manga cards, basically. But you do also, like, yeah, the summoning thing is kind of crazy for them, right? Like, for every multi you do on the banner, it's 30 stones, and then you get like 3 of the units, which is kind of crazy. And then every 4 multis you do, which is like 120 stones, that gives you enough coins to then pity one of them. Like, which, yeah, that is kind of crazy. Yeah, Frieza does have some potential, I think, especially if we get like if we get a big Namek celebration soon, because that's the thing. If it takes like, you know, 4 months, then those cards will probably be outdated before they get a chance to actually have been usable. Plus, yeah, it is like the Heroes thing where you will get, you have the potential, I assume it is anyway, we don't know 100%, but you have the chance to get extra copies with them as well. So every multi is guaranteed giving you like the 3, but obviously you might then also get an extra one as well. I'm finally at 1 million power level, rank 700. Nice, nice. Right, so let's go Daima Goku's team. I guess I'll take out Glorio just because this event specifically, he's not going to be great against getting locked. I mean, maybe I should just take a Senzu Being as well, because I specifically want to see how good STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku can be in slot 1. So being able to get rid of the locking so we can actually make sure he's in slot 1 is probably a good idea. But yeah, it's one of those things, like, I would like to get the manga units just out of the sake of wanting to have the collector's items, but at the same time, I'm not, like, gonna go super crazy. I can do a couple of summons. I'm not really too bothered about, like, the prospect of having to buy stones to summon for them, so... Alright, let's see how we go.
Let's do this.
Excuse me. Yeah, make sure it's not an auto. That's a good start. Okay, so we started off with a good rotation because Piccolo is the one who's locked in slot 3, which is obviously out of the main setup for this rotation. That's exactly like what we would have wanted to do, is put him in slot 3. I don't think I can get a super with Piccolo unless that blue drops into there. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. So let's see how we go. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku's in slot 1 on the next turn, so regardless of who gets locked, we can see whether he is really good in slot 1 here. Fortunately, we did not get slot 1 supered, so even though the Super Saiyan 4 is here, obviously on the first turn, when they have the 77% damage reduction, we'll be fine. But obviously them getting to super attack first is much more useful. Okay, no supers in slot 1 at all. Yo, Tala, how's it going? Oh, so the friend Mini Goku 27 million. Obviously, it's only turn 1, so he's not like crazy damage or anything for the first turn. Now, is he going to get supered? Because remember, he guaranteed counters the first Ki Blast super, and then it's a 70% chance afterwards. But Zamasu and Goku Black both do Ki Blast super attacks, so nice. There you go. Guaranteed counter for Zamasu. The counter animation is very cool. And then that means Rose is probably supering Piccolo, but he does have very high dodge chance, so hopefully he'll be okay here. Come on, Piccolo, you got this. Yeah, see, he got this. Alright. So let's see. Super Saiyan 4 Goku then. Well, typically there's no attack in slot 1 other than the AoE, so he's probably going to be fine then. Do that. Do that. I really did not leave as many STR orbs together as I thought it was going to. Okay, good. Dodges for everyone on the AoE. That's what we like to see. 36 mil on the super. Into a 38.3. Okay, well, he didn't counter the super, so Oh, look, 1.7 million. Well, because I'll put it in the video, but like the thing that always makes me laugh is when, I guess it's because it's the thing people do a lot on Twitter, where it's like people are obviously pushing their different agendas, but like someone replied to my thing, or like they quote tweeted my thing about who we're running in slot 1, and they put tweeting this like he doesn't have physical G4 and STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the team. So I was like, STR Super Saiyan 4 is counter or die against any tough boss in slot 1. And this reply is, that's very disingenuous. As scary as a max buff Rose is, he barely supers in slot 1. SMB, that's Supreme Magnificent Battle Gohan, only kills him starting from turn 5. He's fine in slot 1 majority of the time. But like, we literally just had not built up at all Zamasu Rose post Goku Black's super, and he one-shot him. Gohan kills him with normals on turn 3. Gohan kills him with normals on turn 3. I don't know as much as the, like, for the stats for Gohan. Also, why is it now trying to give me a Frieza friend? I mean, I guess if all of these guys are on Battle of Fate, but like, I clearly want to run the Daima Goku team.
Alright, let's do this.
I mean, this is an interesting turn. Yeah, I can't remember. If it's turn 4 where he gets the massive buff, then yeah. Alright, so second run in, we've now got double Daima Goku turn 1, which is obviously not ideal, but I guess it's not like the worst rotation we could have got. We've got Super Saiyan 3 here to give him the support. But yeah, see, he's not a slot 1 unit. Super in slot 1, good. Insta counter, that's what we like to see. Then countering counts as him attacking, so he now gets his stat buff at least. It does also mean, however, that now Rose has been hit, so you know, I have to worry about the fact that he's going to do extra damage, but Yeah, the adult, like, with this Goku being very clearly designed to be a slot 2 unit, like, adult Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku absolutely has to be a slot 1 unit. Because then they're going to share every single link except for one, because I assume the adult one will be an LR. So obviously he's going to have legendary power instead of one of the links that this Daima Goku has. Not sure which one, but... Refresh your pattern. Yeah, Prof, how's it going? And then, yeah, Zamasu supers this Goku at the end. That's pretty good. Like, that's a good spread for, like, the super. Remember that Goku automatically counters the very first Ki Blast super that he takes. So on this rotation, like, having the two on the same turn, and then they both get supered by the different enemies is, like, the perfect setup, because then they both guaranteed counter. Right, so obviously this one is a bit... Rotation is a bit off. Piccolo's locked in the middle, which is not really what we want. Like, it's not the best for links or anything. In fact, yeah, if we put Goku in slot 1, he literally isn't even going to be able to super. Yeah, it's not great. Not a great setup here, but what can we do? Yeah, Goku just dies to the AoE.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, Karen, how's it going? Yeah, Tala weekend so far has been good. Been chilling. Went to play Magic with my friends yesterday. I need to decide. I was going to be streaming on the second channel in like a few hours. I say a few. It's at like 3 p.m. UK time. But I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to play. Because now spooky season is over. It was a good time. We had a lot of... played a lot of fun and spooky games. Oh god, Piccolo's locked in slot 1. Okay. Alright, well, Piccolo locked in slot 1 is definitely not what we're looking for, but see how we go here. Let's go. Okay, this is the big one. You gotta dodge this one. Okay, good. Nice. There wasn't really any key for him in slot 1, but he gets the additional super. Time to play a crossover game for Crossovember. It's a shame Marseillan isn't in Fusions. Oh yeah, I mean, I said that as we were getting to the end of like the spooky season. I can still play some of these horror ones that I haven't played, but obviously it won't be one every day as we've been doing. It was fun though. But yeah, I figured something out. Okay. As long as Goku gets the dodges off here, then he supers and buffs everyone's defense. Good. Nice. Okay. Decent start. Yeah, the Super Saiyan 4s can get some supers off here. Get some build up. Got decent orbs for them at least. I'm not sure the Super Saiyan 4s live Rosé's super. Well, on the first, well, like, if they're in slot 1 on turn 1. Like, after they attack, a non-built up Rosé isn't going to do damage to them. Yeah. Username changed back again. Yeah, still. Well, it's still. I think I don't want to float off Daima Goku, but obviously the whole point of this is to test. I could have just used the Senzu Bean, I guess, but. Yeah, that's Rosé with no. That's Rosé with no build up, right? Rosé with no build up, just one-shotting Super Saiyan 4 Goku with a normal. Now this run he hadn't been hit at all. No counter attacks. Yes, I don't like this at all for locking. Alright, let's do... Let's do this. Right, obviously on this team, on this rotation, the best strategy would be... well, the best strategy would be not to attack Rose. But the best strategy would obviously be to put the Super Saiyan 4s in slot 1. But... I want to see what Goku can do. With all the Super Saiyan 4 links and support from Piccolo. Okay, so yeah, he still tanks the normals even after hitting him a couple of times. That's good. After supering. Yeah, I don't think we... Obviously, hitting Rose by accident at the very start is not great. Oh. Try using one of our rainbow friends. Alright, but this is how we would want the first turn to play out, even if, like, Goku would have a chance in slot 1. It's probably just better to have the Super Saiyan 4s there. Yeah, Hero, I hope they get rid of Goma for part 2 LR. Maybe the Tamagami with a boost. I think, like, part 2 LR, if they were going to do a part 2 LR in this celebration and it not be something that was, like, super crazy hype that people have been waiting for, I think, like, they could do, like, a coup and do, like, reversible exchange LR or something. Getting chased by Huggy Wuggy. Is that from... Is that one of the... I can't remember if you said that was one you was playing recently, one of the Five Nights games. I hope Dokkan gives Garlic Jr. in Easy A as well. Yeah, that'd be good. 2 mil. Oh, was that Goku again? Yeah. Yeah, LR Ku and Do before LR Kid Buu really fits Amatsu levels, yeah. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, there's no way part 2 is going to be adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like, I know it's one of those things that we very often say when it comes to Dokkan stuff, like, never say never. But, yeah, no, like, no. There's no way. They're not going to finally drop the mini one as, like, the part 1 Dokkan Fest and then do, like, the adult one in part 2. My favourite unit of all time, getting cracked in half and folded like an omelette. I usually never say never, but I can say never in this case. Yeah, we're about to enter the 2020 and 2021 TOP spam now that the Daima floodgates have opened. Every day until you like it. I still can't believe we lost this opportunity with the fact that divers are doing the anniversary, like Marseillan. What would have been the absolute perfect opportunity to get a new Marseillan, and we're not getting a divers crossover or anything. We'll get every conceivable Daima Heroes combo until we, and one Daima boss, yeah. Could you imagine they do that? Like, we actually get a Daima Heroes or Daima bosses category, like... It feels like one of those things, like, currently, that we would just not ever be getting, because even in, like, a year from now, or, like, 2 or 3 years from now, even when they've done, like... they've already done a second version of Glorio, like with the same name. But even when there's like multiple versions of like the Daima Gokus and stuff, the Daima Heroes category is still only going to have like 15 units on it or something. And then Daima bosses is just impossible, because with the way the bosses categories have worked for the other things, it would literally just be Goma. Like, maybe at a stretch they could put the Tamagamis on there, but I don't think they would. So so yeah, it would be it's a category that just like Daima's doesn't have it, because obviously there's no, you know, there's probably not going to be any more Daima. I guess maybe they could do a second season at some point, but yeah, there's just not enough characters in the show itself for there to be a category for it. Yeah, it's also the Xenoverse anniversary. Did they actually, because I saw someone posted a screenshot, but I don't know if it's how, I don't know how, like, if it was real or not. Did they actually tease the Xenoverse 3? Like, I saw like a logo, but I don't know if it was like a real thing. Daima Kid Buu. Ketsuki has asked us about the ability to change units' card arts back to SSR, etc. I wonder if the reverse removal is the first step towards that. Yeah, because like they mentioned something about it even in the update thing, didn't they? Saying about like the art and stuff. I think they really missed the trick as well with like the manga characters. Like if you make the manga Goku like your background character, he doesn't have the manga like panel in the background, which is like, surely that's the whole point, the fact that it has the cool like background. But if you make him your profile picture character, it just looks like that. Which, like, I mean, he's still kind of cool because it's the manga art style, but, like, that's so disappointing. Oh, yeah, we've got the panel missions that we literally can't finish. We can do some of them, though. Fierce Battle for Namek, Stage 1 on Z hard. I stopped doing the panel missions when I got to like I got to that third page, did the first like one or two, and then when I went to like redeem them, saw that the one in the bottom corner was the question mark thing, so it's like not available yet, so you can't complete that page yet anyway, so I just didn't bother. Like, it's like, if I can't complete the whole thing anyway, then I might as well wait. Yeah, I haven't actually, like, I don't need to refresh my Petan because I didn't actually set up any fights. I like to try and like save it so that when the next set comes out, I have loads of stickers like ready to go to just do the first bunch of fights. I need to double check when it actually ends though. Yeah, Yeah, 22 hours. I mean, I guess I probably could just set up another one. Or another set of them. I think beats background cumber. Okay, it's fake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I don't have a huge amount of stickers now anyway. Like, I don't have any of the LR ones or anything. So... feels pointless to, like, spend a whole bunch of them now. Just do a couple of the low levels. Yeah, for the last day, only use the final enough as it takes to beat the final stage. It's probably not a terrible idea. Also, use the ones that I've got multiples of. Although I will have to end up using... use that freezer. Because then you have to get it down to the blue to win, right? So it's like, even if the fights are going to take 6 hours, that's fine. Not on 7.5. Because, yeah, I think I'm only a couple of the yellow stickers away from getting the large EX thing. Yeah. Yeah, I always grab all the stones first, but... clear stage 4 on Z hard. That old dynamic team. Should Dokkan make Ultimate Clash harder? My Giant 8 team destroyed Super Saiyan Trunks. I mean, yeah, like, I guess it's one of those things. Battlefield has never really been... well, I say that. When it first came out, people struggled, as like, especially with the number of characters you needed and stuff like that. But, like... I feel like it hasn't been super, super hard for quite some time if you're someone who's been playing it for a while and has, like, a strong box. But I suppose it is one of those things. It's just like a weekly event to get a couple of extra Battlefield points. Yeah, it's a good source of stones for newer players as well, once you actually finally can get, like, enough, when you have enough units to actually do it. But yeah, no, that is true. Early Battlefield, it was kind of tough. But then once we kind of... I don't know, once we figured out, like, the trick behind it, I think, it was not as hard at all, I think. Once people realised, like, you know, the first fight is always the same typing as the end fight, so you use a random team, like the Bardock squad or the Metal Cooler team or something, and then keep both your typings that are super effective against the last boss. And that is the thing, as over the years, as they've brought out, like, the new sets of enemies, there has been a lot of situations where, like, the new final boss has been super hard. And then, yeah, there was that, like, Omega on JP that was incredibly hard and then got nerfed. I don't like that they shortened the number of characters you can bring. Wait, did they? I know they had that one-off, like, during the... Was it Anniversary or GDC, where it was all less, but, like... But I kind of preferred that, just having the less fights. Like, it made the whole thing quicker and easier to complete. Never forget Nano looking away 5+ times when Kid Buu was the final boss. He dodged every time Nano looked away. I didn't even know about that. That's funny. Yeah, less fights was definitely just better, right, overall. Just complete the whole thing faster. Yeah, I actually don't know what the number... I feel like it's been over 100 for a while, though, right? Zarbon has no solo cards, but we have a Kui. True. And he's terrible as well. Like, God, when he came out on that Vegeta banner, and it was just like... Why is this guy coming out? We'd already had some decent, like some decent banner units as well around that time. And then that guy came out and it's like, what are they doing? Bring back tower defense. Yeah, the OG Battlefield. Transforming Zarbon Dokkan Fest. Yeah, Vegeta does the Zarbon fight stuff, and then, yeah. No Zarbon. Yeah, Battlefield 1.0 was like the tower defense thing. So you've got to do stage 2 with a Vegeta on the team. It has to just be base Vegeta though, doesn't it? Or... yeah, it has to be base Vegeta. which I don't think I have. Do I have any team builds that have a base Vegeta on them? I don't think so. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was the team that I used to beat the Extreme Festival mission. It's Mercenary Tau OST. Yeah, I've said before in the past over the years, like Dokkan is very unlikely to do any sort of like trading system kind of thing because obviously the anything like that just makes it so that people will spend less money, which is not what they want. So shout out to Ox King having a super old SR so Chi gets more categories. Yeah, exactly. No matter how hard you find a way to try and restrict it, like you have to be X level or like all this kind of stuff, people will just find a way to like get around it so that they can then use a bot to like farm up a fresh account, do whatever you need to do to meet the restrictions, and then pull the new units off the banner and then trade them onto their main account. And therefore never have to spend any money on the game ever again. And obviously they don't want people doing that.
Alright, let's do this.
So yeah, trading system is never going to be a thing. Combining lower level skill orbs into the, to make higher level ones. Now that 100% is a thing that should happen. Because what are you on, realistically, what am I supposed to do with a bunch of level 1 crit orbs? I'm not going to give someone a level 1 crit orb, but if I could slowly but surely feed them all into each other so that I then have eventually end up with a level 6 one, then maybe I would use that on somebody. But I'm not using a level 1 ever. Just thanks to the goat physical car meme. What, not all the Tau memes? Well, there you go. Well, we've done all the missions we can. What is that going to... I wonder what that one's going to be. I guess for would it be Kid Gohan's Easy A, maybe? Trying to think for the content that we know is going to come out in the next couple of days. What is that thing going to be? Also, I'm assuming these manga panels, they should just keep them forever. Are they just going to stay in our inventory as a collectible treasure thing? Grind up LRL, Goku and Arale. Yeah, a bunch of other free to a bunch of characters are so much easier to get leveled up and stuff now. I will say I like that over the years Dokkan has gone less greedy. Yeah, I mean the fact that like we talked about for years how Dokkan like not having a pity system compared to other gacha games was kind of crazy. And people would often use the excuse that like the SSR rate was like slightly higher than some other games and stuff, which is, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, like that's cool, but that still doesn't help me with pulling the actual character that I'm trying to get. Right. Good improvement should be able to re-roll or recycle the orbs. Like with 3 or 5 orbs level 1, you have X chance to get a level 2 orb. The only problem with that is obviously like skill orbs are limited to a certain degree. So like if you combined 3 level 1s and you had a chance for it to become a level 2, I'm assuming like if the chance fails, you just lose the 3 level 1s. Because if you don't, and you keep them, then you could just try it again. So you just keep trying infinitely until it worked. But then that means if you are getting really unlucky and you keep failing, then you're losing a bunch of orbs. And so then once you've upgraded a bunch of them to level 3, and then you combine a bunch of level 3 ones with a chance to get a level 4, but then it fails and you lose those level 3 orbs, like that's a huge loss. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they just have to balance it. They'd have to just balance it in a way that it's like a certain number of orbs you combine and they make one of the next level, just guaranteed. Otherwise, yeah, if you're just losing them left and right, that would be very bad. I don't know if I'm old. When I say DFE, I just think of TURs. So I forget to put DFE LR, even though they've been a thing for 7 years already. I would like a recycle feature. Or something for lower skill orbs I'm never using. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm never going to use, like, if I have like silver level 2 crit on its own, like I'm never going to use that, right? Because for my characters that are good enough that I want to give them skill orbs, I want them to have good ones. So yeah, I'm not giving them like a level 2. Yeah, shout out to Sokodo for re-upping his channel membership. Channel member for 26 months. Let's go. Says love it here. Hey, I appreciate you, Sokodo. Okay, so where's the... There we go. Generally, at most, give level 3 orbs to free-to-play units if they don't get their own. Yeah. That's the thing as well, though. Is like sometimes I've done that before, where it's like, oh, I'll chuck a couple of these like lower level skill orbs on some like weaker, like free-to-play characters. But then I go back and I think sometimes it's like, well, I'm never going to use these guys. So what's the point? Even though like I don't need those level 3 skill orbs for anything else, it's like, what's the point of putting them on another random unit that I'm never going to use? Let's have a look. Tier list. I think I did see briefly when I was setting everything up earlier. People saying stuff like Baby is better than Daima Goku. What? I gave Manga Goku a level 1 attack for the mission. Yeah, I gave him like some like low level. I just gave him some EX ones for like Goku family because I know I can always just take them off later. Okay, so we're going to try out Goku slot 1 here because, you know, this is another one of the fights that is considered the hardest fights, or among the hardest fights. No 18 key super for Super Sentai Goku is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. I wonder what will happen here when we don't counter. I mean, Gohan's not insane power on the first turn, but yeah, 284k. That's, I mean, he does crit as well, but okay, so he is fine. Well, I say fine, like 200 odd K. I mean, Gohan can hit pretty hard, and he crits, so that's not terrible. Yeah, it took less than I thought. Yeah, that absolutely could have been worse. The problem is that then on the second turn, I mean, I guess he's not on the second rotation then if he's on the first rotation, but the second turn, Goten and Trunks always super in slot 1. Gohan basically always supers in slot 1. I think he just literally does actually always super in slot 1. So whoever's in slot 1 on the next rotation. Also, this is one of the few fights where the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, obviously he can't dodge against Gohan. Right, and these guys don't have Ki Blast Supers, do they? So is there... Okay, if I do that... Oh, great. I thought I was going to drop down to connect with the Rainbow Orb, but okay. Let's see what happens to Goku. Okay, 135k. It's before Gohan gets his like big attack buff, so that is less than I thought. Not bad. Two group attacks. Yeah, Gohan is the one that disables dodge. It's not both of them, fortunately. I haven't played this since it came out. I mean, I can't blame you. It's not, it's definitely not the most fun of the events. Made it to another stream. W's for me. A, W's for searching for name. Okay, so yeah, turn 3. I mean, I can only assume, right? Like turn 3, he's just gonna get absolutely rocked, right? Like, although what is, I don't know what turn is it that he gets his attack buff? It's from the 4th turn. Okay. Terrible key for the Super Saiyan 4s. Hate to see that. Nice. Double digits from Gohan and then counter to Goten and Trunks. Now that's what we want to see. Oof. So yeah, this might be okay considering. Yeah, it was the Super Saiyan 4s that were the issue there, but
All right, let's do this.
at least some good came from the Reverse Awakening removal update. I mean, the things like feeding in for hidden potential and like super attack farming and stuff like that. So this is Far Too Happy to Be the Baby Bros OST. This is AGL Vidal's OST. This is the Baby Bros OST, or this is their intro. I have to do this. Yeah, I've already used the reverse update thing for like finishing off the possessed hybrids and like it's I think it's a very good update. But yeah, I do not like this OST. What's the next? What's their active skill one? You know, an update is good when it makes you want to finish maxing / awakening all the units in your box. Yeah, exactly. Like there's ones like I had the STR full free to play. He's not really. Yeah, he is free to play, right? He starts off as an SR Bojack and then goes to like STR full power Bojack. But before, if you wanted to do his hidden potential, you had to go through getting all of these medals to awaken all of the copies and then like awakening them so you could then open the hidden potential paths. And like now you don't have to do that. So mine is now rainbow. Like But yeah, this is a very weird. Some of the villain OSTs recently haven't been the best. Need an update to bring back Chain Battle. Oof. Oof, that's a terrible idea. Hope there's no Bandai spies here now. Bring back the ability to get skill orbs in that same way. And then we're talking. Without the typings for like the dodge though, doesn't Super Kaioken Goku just get, wouldn't he just get absolutely destroyed by Tamagami? Well, so he countered their super but then took 800k from the AoE. Who has their Daima Goku at 77%? Weeb. Weeb, what have you done? Did you just forget to finish doing it? You didn't get to build up, that's not fair. I mean, this is exactly the problem, though, is like, my whole question was, who do we use as the slot 1 for his team? Because if he's just going to get killed on, like, his first turn, then, like, I'm distracted by other games. It's okay. Will Dokkan ever allow us to add links to units? I very much doubt it. That would be awesome, though, because then imagine, like, just giving Broly big bad bosses. How much better he would be on other villain teams and stuff. That'd be so good. Yeah, someone said Mini Vegeta. It might have actually been you, right? Someone just replied with, like, Mini Vegeta, obviously. And it's like, I don't know about that. Alright, so let's do this. Got him in slot 1 here again. Those for you. He's got no support on the turn. Him taking a hit from Gohan here to get some defense up. Then he counters the super. Let's go. I mean, this is the thing, right? I'm not saying in any way that it's absolutely impossible to run him in slot 1. But the thing that I said in, like, one of the reply, like the reply I was talking about earlier, is that, like, he, against some of these tougher bosses, like, he's counter or die. Which I feel like in certain situations just is true, right? And I've already seen with, like, Rose, he's, within Rose, even, like, not being fully built up, he just absolutely destroys Goku if he doesn't counter his super. He just rainbowed him on Goku's banner. 79% for me before. Yeah, I managed to rainbow Daima Vegeta because literally, like, the tickets, very rarely have I even gotten featured units off of the free tickets. I've still never pulled the new unit, but very rarely do I even ever get, like, featured units. But off of those free tickets, I got 2 copies of the Daima Vegeta, so he is now rainbow for me. But do that. Let's see what Goku's gonna do here. 110. That's better than I would have thought. And then obviously the thing is with Goku is once you get to the turn where Gohan then gets his like attack buff, ideally you then have the active skill for Goku where he is then able to dodge enemies that disable dodge. But yeah, at least Goten and Trunks are AGL, so obviously Daima Goku in a good position to do some decent damage to them. Nice, we get our dodges. Obviously the blue Goku giving the big defensive buff to Daima Goku is pretty helpful as well, as long as he's getting his 18 key super. Rainbow Daima Vegeta and got AGL could go on to 90%, pulling Mini Forku in 300 stones. Yeah, that's pretty good. I unfortunately pulled a couple of copies of that AGL Gohan, but unfortunately he's been Rainbow for me for quite some time because he's quite an old unit. So, all right, so this turn, now we're on turn 3. See how this goes. Still 1 turn away from Gohan getting his attack buff, so nice. See, again, this is what I'm saying. Like, it can work. It's just one of those, like, okay, so you didn't counter this and their type advantage. So, yeah, 6.5 million. Literally, as I was going to say, that's the problem is it can work, but my whole argument was that he's counter or die against these certain bosses. And if you're going into an event and you're trying to build your team and you're thinking, okay, who are my slot ones? Like for me, when I'm team building, I'm not going with that route of like, well, this guy's my slot 1, but on any given turn, like if I get super attacked, there's like a 50% chance I'm actually just going to die. Like that's when I'm trying to put my slot 1 tanks onto my team. That's not really what I'm looking at for them, but you know. But yeah, shout out to everyone that came out for the stream this morning. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We will be streaming on the second channel in just over 5 hours time. I haven't 100% decided what I'm going to play yet, but the link is pinned in the Link is pinned in the chat. Yeah, there's like a weird thing on my thing. I can't figure out how to get rid of it because it looks like a dead pixel, but then when you get like, you can see it there, right? But then when you get close enough, it like disappears. So it's not a dead pixel, but I can't figure out like why it's there. Do a Daima team like the free-to-play Glorio, Pansy, Daima, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. That's what I did. That's one of the videos I did yesterday. Getting GDC flashbacks from that orchestra. Can't believe that Dokkan releases an anniversary unit with no mechanics, a side unit super attack. Oh, what, the Vegeta? Yeah, Vegeta's just been like, it was just a massive disappointment. Like, oh, that's crazy. Someone's saying they used the full Daima team. Oh, it was Rohi. Used the full Daima team against the Team Bardock Giant Ape event stage. That's kind of crazy. I mean, them in Festival. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's a terrible idea. Like, none of them are stackers, so... I think that STR Vegeta is my least used unit of the year, and I've got him at 89%. Oof.
Let's do this.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want. An anniversary unit that you pulled like 4 times, but they're just not good. He's rainbow for me, and I still use the Int Easy A over him. Yeah, he's very disappointing. Which is a real shame. Like, when we saw the art, it was like, oh, wow. Like, a blue Evolution Vegeta and, like, UI Goku, like, fighting together. That's so cool. And then, like, even that, the thing that could have been the coolest thing about the unit, I personally think the unit super attack is really disappointing. Like, it doesn't look like the example that we gave at the time, and I've said it before, but it's like the Gohan and Piccolo, like Beast Gohan, their unit super looks really cool. Like, it looks like it's properly designed as an animation with them, like, together. Whereas the Vegeta and UI Goku one, it just kind of looks like Vegeta doing a super attack animation with Goku just there. which I think is really disappointing. Yeah, it's just like him doing an attack and then Goku is just there, like, doing a super as well. Like...
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's meant to fit, like... I'm playing the LR Chi-Chi OST. Send everyone to sleep at the end of the stream. Crazy why he couldn't get active skill attacks. He's got the least amount of animations. They were the worst animations, and he has the worst passive. Yeah. Yeah, all in all, just absolutely terrible showing for that Blue Evolution Vegeta in the... Considering they made him an anniversary unit, and then... Yeah, it's just like... Why? There's a wealth of unused material. Yeah, like the punch thing. Like he literally has as his card art and doesn't actually do as any of his animations.
All right, let's do this.
Like who decided that? Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people were saying that, like, it feels like because they had never done 6 LRs before, that, like, 2 of them were just rush designed, which, I mean, you would like to think not, but with the way Vegeta and, like, Frieza and Goku turned out, and obviously some people are not happy about the physical Gohan either, like, I don't know. Maybe that is the case. At least his intro's cool. Yeah, maybe they just hate Vegeta, because then, yeah, like, Daima Vegeta was disappointing, STR Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta's Super Easy A, which we all thought was like, oh, there's no way they can mess this up. And then... But yeah, he was just a massive letdown. So, like, I really like Blue Evolution Vegeta as well. I think it's cool. Like, I know it's... Some people don't like it. I know it's just like a slightly different version of Blue. But... And obviously it's never been anywhere near supposed to be in the show power-wise or whatever. It's obviously never been anywhere near UI. It's probably not even... Like, it's not as cool as UI or anything like that. But, like, it was just cool that Vegeta had his own... like, thing. Like, I liked that idea that they were, like, splitting off in a sort of, like, two different paths. Like, Goku getting his own new ultimate form, and so then, like, Vegeta gets his own one as well. Like, I thought that was cool, but... yeah, it's like... definitely could have been done better. Rush the Vegeta out to get him out in time, not cope. I mean, yeah, that could genuinely just be the case. Like, I don't know, but... but yeah, it's a shame, because I thought it was a really cool idea. Having a UI Blue Evolution Unit Super is, like, really cool, but... yeah. Just didn't turn out that way, unfortunately. Him pushing past the limitations of Super Saiyan Blue with sheer willpower was badass. Exactly. Like, it's just cool, him, like, getting his own thing.
Let's do this.
Which is kind of crazy, because it is like a, you know, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but it's just like... Goku achieves this higher level form that has been talked about, and is what, like, the angels use and stuff. And then, like, Vegeta can't get the same thing, but then is just so, like, determined to, like, break through his limits and become stronger because Goku did. Then he just gets his own upgraded version of Super Saiyan Blue, which is cool. Because obviously, like, in theory, you would think, like, Goku could technically get Blue Evolution as well. Like, there's no... it's not like there's no real specific reason why it's like Vegeta only, but it's just cool that they gave him his own like thing. Which obviously I don't think in the manga it doesn't even exist, does it? And then he gets, the whole point is that he then gets like Ultra Ego instead of Ultra Instinct, like. Saiyan Saga Vegeta's EZA is really good, along with Super EZA Martian Vegeta. I mean, Great 8 Vegeta's EZA was really good when it came out, like during the anniversary, and people were calling him like Beast 2.0 and stuff, but like, he's kind of already been power crept, especially as like a slot 1 unit. Yeah, a lot of people said that, I think. It's like Super Saiyan... it's like Super Vegeta, but blue. Like the blue version of that form. I love the weird spread you get with, like, link leveling sometimes. Like, Super Saiyan is at 4 and Fierce Battle is at 7. So, you know, nice and even. Yeah, we got 2 5s and an 8 for Piccolo. Revelation is in the manga but doesn't have the pupils. Oh, really? Gloria's got a bunch of 7s and a 5. How many link level keys do I have? Yeah, see, this Goku's got 2 links at level 5 still, but already has a level 10 link. Interesting. That's the thing, I've done my first couple of videos now. Well, I've done most of the videos I wanted to do with Daima Goku specifically. So, now that I've already done those videos, I can't say I'm in like a huge rush to get into link level 10 now, like using the orbs and stuff. I don't know, how many keys do I have for the Kai thing? Because I haven't bought any for ages because I never use them. 68. Did we get like an odd number from some missions or something? Because yeah, you need 5 per run. So I've got like an odd number. Yeah, all of my awakening thingy medals will have become Hercule statues, won't they? Can't remember what this. Okay, yeah, it's that one there. So. Because there's no point selling enough that I go over Zenicap, because then it's just wasted. There we go. We have a lot of Hercule statues. 12,365 of the platinum ones. Quite a few Kais. Oh, I think I did get some from the Purunga Wishes. Is that... I don't remember. Oh, because did they give out like 3 from one of the wishes? I can't remember. Maybe with Daima 4Ku support, Great 8 Vegeta can have a resurgence. Still needs AGL 4Ku. Doesn't... Because Daima Goku... Oh, because the Great 8 Vegeta... Is Giant 8 Vegeta on Dragon Ball Seekers? I forgot. Because yeah, I was thinking at first. I was thinking because he's not. I only for some reason only thought that Goku's support was for demonic power, but yeah, he is. Interesting, and he's on Goku's leader skill. Although, actually, yeah, he's on the full leader skill for him, isn't he? Yeah, that's the funny thing about that in a show like. Or even the manga, like Dragon Ball, where they're always fighting stronger and stronger opponents. Vegeta getting a form where he has to take damage to, like, get stronger. So then he just tanks hits, like, face tanks hits from people. So he's like, I'm getting stronger as you're hitting me. But then they hit him so many times that they just beat him. Yeah, I wonder if he could be a viable slot 1 for the team, but I'm gonna have to try that out. Not gonna have time to do it now properly unless he's literally on the first turn. I don't know that it keeps giving me a Freezer friend because of how many of these guys are on Battle of Fate. Did you mess up one of the 5 Purunga wishes? I didn't mess it up. I just don't think I wished for keys every single time. I wasn't really thinking about the odd number that it would give you, I guess. The Super Saiyan 3 no eyebrows look, it's really good on Vegeta though. I will say, I'd said it before, but after like Daima had come out, at first I really didn't like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta like hair, like his own unique hair, because I'm such a big fan of Super Saiyan 3 in general, and obviously I like the Super Saiyan 3 Heroes units and stuff like that. Like, obviously I was just used to the Super Saiyan 3 hair that we've seen like Vegetas have in Dokkan and like Heroes and stuff like that. Like, I've always thought that was really cool. So when he had like a whole new one, a new design, especially, I think it looks better on the adult one as well, especially. Like, it's still grown on me for like the mini Vegeta version, but yeah, it looks much better on the adult version of Vegeta, I think. Also, this is really awkward because like Vegeta does an AoE, so I suppose for this fight in particular, it's probably not super ideal for Great 8 Vegeta, but okay, so it takes like 40k from Rosé's normal. Yeah, see, that's the problem. You can't, like, when you're picking, like I said, with team building, like when you're picking your slot 1 unit to be your slot 1 tank, you don't want them taking 500k from a super in slot 1. Like, that's a bit too much. What does he take post super from Rose, who's been hit once? Yes, he still takes 200k. Oof. So yeah, we're basically like almost dead. So you have different hair for Super Saiyan 4. Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, that's going to be it for the stream. I just wanted to very quickly jump in and see what he would be like here. But look at that, we're down to 2% HP with him getting supered by both of them. So probably not back as a slot 1 for Goku's team. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, give a follow if you're over on the Twitch side. Do check out the second channel, Ningen Plays. It's linked in the chat, pinned in the chat. I will be live over there in like 5 hours time to play something. But yeah, just having some fun, chilling out, playing some non-Dokkan stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Oh yeah, true. Goku doesn't give his support until he attacks, does he? That is true. But yeah, that's it from me. See you guys later. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you all again soon. Have a good one.